How do you evaluate the impact of your stories, Mr. Praveen? I remember that day, few speakers were sitting together. We were having good time. In the middle of the discussion, someone asked this serious question to me. And I said, sir, I have very simple 5-point scale to evaluate the impact. Let me share this 5-point scale because when you are going on the stage next time, whether you share stories or presentation or talk, even you can consider using this 5-point scale to evaluate the impact of your content on the audience. Now for this you have to make yourself available for the audience after your talk. Maybe in the tea break, maybe in the lunch break, maybe after the conference, whenever, but you should be available, accessible, visible, approachable for the audience. Now imagine for a moment that I just completed my talk. There's a conference here, maybe around 300, 400 people sitting there. Now after my talk, conference is over, now I am available. Audience is free what they want to do now. But I am available there. I'm standing there, maybe in the corner. If no one is coming to me and speaking to me, I will give myself on this scale 0. Why? Because I have not even broken that barrier. They are still not comfortable coming to me and speaking to me. Modern speaking is all about when you speak on the stage, audience should feel, yes, he's just like us. We can speak to him, we can speak to her. But if they are not feeling comfortable coming to me and speaking to me, 0 on this scale. But if they are coming to me and they're saying, thank you very much for coming here, sir, and we are so glad that we could able to host you. We are very happy that you have come. Do come again. If they're using these kind of phrases, on this scale I will give 1, not more than that. If they're coming to me and they're saying, wow, we just love the way you spoke on the stage, sir. Your body language, your vocal variety, the way you're moving on the stage, the way you're interacting, the way you're making us laugh. It was very interactive session, very nice. 2 on the scale. 2. But if they are coming to me and they're talking about the message which I have just delivered, if they're coming to me and they're sharing a similar type of stories which I have just delivered from their life, message from their perspective, if someone is coming to me and talking something like this, 3 out of 5. What is 4? I remember when I gave my first TEDx talk, I spoke on disease which is so common, very common, more common than diabetes and hypertension. Many people are suffering from this disease. Name of the disease is SWM, someone watching me disease. And in that talk, I've given the message that no one is watching you from outside, that someone is inside. So don't worry about the world. So after this talk, I was just standing there with my scale, and one person came to me and he said, sir, can I speak to you? I said, yeah, please go ahead. He said, I have attended many conferences, sir, many events I have attended in my life. And every time I used to feel that after the conference I should go to the speakers and I should speak to them. But I'm not doing that great in my life, and I used to feel that if I speak to them, and if someone sees that he's speaking to speakers, he will feel, or that someone will feel, come on, he's just wasting the time of the speaker. But this time I decided to speak to all the speakers, because now I know that someone is not outside, but someone was inside me. If someone is taking action on the message you have just delivered, 4. So what is 5? I remember I gave one talk in one institute, and the whole talk was, wherever you are in your life, you are the output of your own decisions. Stop blaming others. And then one day, suddenly, after a few months actually, I was traveling somewhere and I got a message on Facebook Messenger. And this girl started chatting with me and she said, thank you very much for the talk. And I'm completely frustrated because of my studies, and I was about to tell my dad that I'm not going to study now, it's enough. But then after this talk I realized there's something wrong in me. I have to take some efforts. When people change their perspective because of your talk, because of your stories, I will give 5. Because 5? Why 5? Because why 5 is here? Why 5? Because When you change your perspective, you take action in your life. Because I've heard or I have read so many times, a lot of speakers, coaches, trainers, they claim that they have changed 10,000 lives, 20,000, maybe 1 million lives. But I believe that you can change only one life, that is yours. But as a speaker, as a storyteller, you can change perspective of people. Fifth is that you have changed someone's perspective, and because of changed in perspective, that person is taking action in her or his life, and because of that action, that particular person is changing his or her life. When something happens like this after stories, when people change perspective, take some action, change their life, to me that is 5. Because as a storyteller, we stand and share stories only for the audience, and we feel very happy when people change their life after stories. This is my scale of evaluating impact of my stories. Hope you have liked this tip. This is Prem Mudalka signing out. Until we meet again with a new tip.